Executive Director of the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, Mark Holtzman. We're with you here in studio. We will be joined shortly by the athletic directors and the head coaches of these two teams going head-to-head Saturday, December 27th at noon on ABC at Yankee Stadium. It is Penn State and Clemson. So excited with two schools steeped in rich football tradition here. Mark, you have Penn State out of the Big Ten, Clemson out of the ACC. How excited are you to have these two storied programs involved in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl?
Thanks, Justin. It's truly a dream matchup for us. Arguably the best matchup we've ever had for the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl up to this point in its 15th edition. And I'd like to give a welcome to Graham Neff from Clemson, Dr. Patrick Kraft from Penn State, Coach Swinney from Clemson, and of course, Coach Smith from Penn State, as well as the legion of Penn State and Clemson fans across the country who are tuning in right now on Yes. This year's Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl truly is a seminal moment for the game, not only for college football fans in the New York metropolitan area who are starving for this type of game, but for all college football fans across the country, with this game between two such legendary, football institutions and powerhouses, meeting for only, believe it or not, the second time in their storied history. In over 100 years, both schools started football before 1900, and this game, of course, is on ABC TV, so it's going to be nationally televised. Very special, very special. As I said, Clemson and Penn State, two of the most storied programs in college football history, and they're going to be here at Yankee Stadium. Between the two of them, a combined 269 seasons of playing college football dating back to the 1890s. In the last 50 years, 5 national titles between the two of them. Almost every year, both of them are ranked in the preseason top 10 and end up at the end of the year in the top 10. Yet they have played each other only once in 130 years in the 1988 Citrus Bowl, where a freshman receiver by the name of Terry Smith was on Penn State. So talk about a little symmetry there. Penn State has played in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl once before, in 2014. We sold out for the game against Boston College, a very exciting game, a great moment for the entire Penn State family. Clemson they did play in New York once. They last played, you'll like this because it's your alma mater, they last played in 1952 against Fordham at Randall's Island, and it ended up in a 12-12 tie. Incredible.
I remember it well.
I'm sure you did. So do I. I wasn't even born then. Interestingly enough, with Clemson, as I've done a little bit of homework here, other than South Carolina and North Carolina, where do you think more students are from than any other region in the country?
Well, it could be a trick question, so I'm going to go with it here. Hard to believe, though, but probably New York City.
Yes, right? I haven't done this enough to give you a trick question. So yes, it is the New York metropolitan area. So bottom line from this, we are getting a rare jewel here at Yankee Stadium. Two such legendary programs, and I believe that there's going to be tremendous interest. Already, sales are extremely brisk. There's tremendous amount of interest both locally and nationally. This is, believe it or not, going to be the 15th Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium. It's the 11th year with the ACC and the Big Ten, and it's getting better than ever and bigger than ever, and the game is really becoming respected as one of after the CFP games, we're now a player in some of the major bowls as we continue to move up the spectrum of bowls. I also want to, at this time, thank a number of people who've made this game possible, or it wouldn't happen. Because as you know, when we first went into this, there were a lot of people saying that you couldn't do a bowl game at this time of year in the New York metropolitan area. It's too cold, people aren't going to be there, you're not going to get enough support. And there hadn't been a bowl game for a long time, but there were certain people who felt it would work. Right up at the top, Hal Steinbrenner and the Steinbrenner family, they believed in this game and believed that college football would have a place in the New York metropolitan area this time of year. Then, of course, team president Randy Levine. This game was really his brainchild, and he had conviction right from the beginning that it would work. And with his willpower, we can accomplish almost anything. And he was a major factor in driving this game to becoming a reality. Then, of course, I have to thank our title sponsor, Bad Boy Mowers, their president, Pete Ballantyne, their VP of Marketing, Lindsay Keller. What a great partner. We couldn't be doing what we're doing without support from a great title sponsor, and they're it. And we hope that they're going to be with us for a long time. Also, of course, ESPN, our good friend Burt Magnus and Kurt Dargis, they've been with this game right from the beginning. They believed in it. We couldn't have gotten to where we've gotten today without them believing in it and supporting it all these years. And we're very thankful to them. Also, I can't forget the ACC, Commissioner Jim Phillips, who's always been there behind us, not only as commissioner of the ACC, but before, when he was an athletic director at Northwestern, and his team played in the game. And then, of course, the Big Ten, Tony Petitti and A.J. Eds, they've been right there supporting this game as well. Like I said, it takes a village to accomplish something like this, and everyone combined has made this game successful. And then, of course, I have to talk just for 30 seconds about the boss, George Steinbrenner. Every year that we have this game, he's smiling because this was his dream. For those of you that don't know, George was an assistant football coach at Purdue and at Northwestern before he went into business with his father at American Shipbuilding. And he had such a passion for this sport. As a matter of fact, I was just sent a picture a few days ago with George as an assistant coach at Northwestern. And who was the assistant coach next to him? A guy by the name of Ara Parsegian.
Wow,
yes.
Okay.
So he had a vision to have, and he made sure that when the new Yankee Stadium was built, that the dimensions, because a lot of baseball field, now every baseball team wants to have football games now and copy us. But he made sure that the dimensions of the field would be proper so that we could have a football game in there, and we wouldn't have to put both teams on both sides, which happened in one baseball stadium that'll go unnamed. And he was really a driving force behind this. And every year we have this, I know he's up there smiling on us that we're having college football at Yankee Stadium.
Again, we'll be kicking off at noon in the Bronx, Saturday, December 27th on ABC. It'll be Clemson and Penn State. And now we're going to welcome in a couple of representatives from Clemson University. Leading it off will be the Director of Athletics, Graham Neff. Graham, great to see you here. Welcome to the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. And I want to know, what was your initial reaction when you realized that a bowl game in New York City could be on the docket for your school?
Well, thank you, Justin. It's great to see everybody, and certainly couldn't be more pleased and excited for Clemson University to participate in the Bad Boys Mower Pinstripe Bowl. To your question, certainly as this was tracking and we began to connect some dots and look at the possibility over the past 3 weeks, came really excited. I'm actually coming to you here this morning from Manhattan, overlooking Times Square right here. Mark referenced some of the notes from Clemson, and New York and the Northeast Corridor is a significant strategic area for Clemson University. We play a basketball game here tonight in the Garden, the Jimmy V Classic. Much of our advanced team, as I'm sure Penn State's is up here to prepare the logistics for the team or for the game. So many current students, alums, parents, business partners populate here, and we're proud to wave the flag of Clemson University as a land-grant state of South Carolina institution. But as we continue to extend our brand, that certainly is very intentional around New York. So the opportunity to have the Clemson football Tigers up here on December 27th is incredibly exciting to Mark and his staff. Just an incredible first class operation. Couldn't be more excited for Coach Swinney to bring the Tigers up and for us to have a great week as a football program and memorable experiences, but more importantly as an institution. For our followers, supporters, IPTE members, students, alums, it's truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity as an institution, and we can't wait to activate throughout the whole month of December and beyond.
Graham, thanks so much. Spent a lot of time in December here in New York City between Tigers basketball and football coming up at the end of the month. Now we're going to say hello to the head coach of the Clemson Tigers. It is Dabo Swinney, making his 18th consecutive appearance in a bowl game as the head coach of the Tigers. And Dabo, I heard you campaigned pretty hard once you knew that the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl could be a possibility. And along those lines, I hear you're a pretty big fan of Frank Sinatra, right?
Yeah, yes, for sure. Yeah, this is a bowl that I have always kept my eye on. I mean, what a unique opportunity to be able to play a football game in Yankee Stadium. This is an opportunity that we have not had in my tenure as the head coach, and so just really excited about taking our team. I know we'll have a lot of kids on the team that have never been to New York, so for them to have an opportunity to not only go to an iconic city, but to play in a historic stadium and with so much tradition, and also to bring Tiger football up there where we have a huge alumni base. So just really excited about it. And then the fact that you get to play a national power like Penn State is a really special opportunity.
Well, Dabo, we're excited to have you come here to New York City for the Pinstripe Bowl experience.